Hey everyone! Welcome to my first makeup tutorial. Now I have never done this makeup before and I have not worked with latex in years, so I'm just winging this entire thing as I go, so bear with me here. I started out by putting on some primer, then I put on my regular foundation I usually use. I am using my liquid latex by Mayron. Now, I wouldn't recommend applying this with a makeup brush unless you're prepared to say goodbye to that makeup brush. I just applied it with the little brush that comes in here, or you can also apply it with a disposable sponge, that also works. Next, I ripped up some paper towels and I ripped up a thin little strip, and you're going to use the liquid latex to stick that onto your face. After you stick the pieces of paper towels to your face, I went back and put some liquid latex where I needed it, in the little gaps in the places where the paper towel was sticking up. I just went over that and put some underneath to secure it. And I kind of stabbed a little hole in part of the paper towel, and then I continued to cut through as much as I could, following the entire paper towel line. I cut it, and I also ended up using an X-Acto knife to do this, which I would not recommend having a knife on your face, but I do stupid things sometimes. Don't recommend that though. You value your face. Once you are done getting that initial cut, I put some of my foundation on a tiny concealer brush and I started applying that to the paper towel, making sure to blend it as much as possible. Since the paper towel is white and that's obviously a different shade than your skin no matter how pale you are, it is going to look a different color and it's hard to blend it completely to your face. I had difficulty with this, but it just takes a lot of blending and blending to make it look as good as possible and getting as close to your skin color as you can. When you're done blending the foundation, I took some translucent loose powder and a big powder brush and just dabbed it all over my foundation to set that, and then I also dabbed it all over the paper towel to set the foundation that is there. Next, I took some red eyeshadow and started dabbing that on both sides of the cut in the paper towel, so just outline the whole thing roughly, messily with that red, just dab it on all over the place, and it kind of creates some nice shading and scarring effect.
You're not a Jedi.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Then I got a smaller, skinnier brush, and I went in with that red eyeshadow along into the cut, and I just rubbed it in as much as I could. Next, I took my foundation brush again and just blended my foundation with that red outline a little bit. I took a black from this palette, and you're just gonna do some shadowing, shaping along the cut to make it look like some kind of bruising. You're gonna kind of do what you did with the red initially on the outline of the cut, but not so much. You don't want so much product on your brush, because once again you don't want to use a lot of black and make this super dark, because that's not going to look right.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last.
The circle is now from...
When I left you, I was but to learn. Now I am
Next, I took some purple eyeshadow from this palette and just dabbed it randomly throughout parts of the cut in the paper towel to kind of add some bruising. Next, I took a red grease paint and I just went inside that cut again to define it more and make it look more bloody than the red eyeshadow could.
Don't make me destroy you.
Next, I took my coagulated blood gel, also by Manon, and I went into the cut again with this. It looks a little more realistic. This is sort of the kind of blood that is in a cut. Once it's stopped freshly bleeding, this is like the wet, gross, gooey blood that's in that cut. So this will make it look a little more realistic and add some more depth to the cut. Next, I took fresh scab blood from Ben Nye. Adding this makes it also more realistic and more defined and gives it some character. Now I just took a cotton swab and you have to kind of really push it in there and get some of that coagulated blood gel on it and just smear it about inside the cut. That's all there is to it, really. Once again, don't be afraid to be messy. Next, I took a little bottle of Ben Nye's stage blood, and then I realized I was wearing a white shirt and probably should not be putting this on my face while I'm wearing my cute white unicorn shirt. So I changed into my Kylo / dress looking thing. Don't tell him I said that. I changed into that because it's black. I ended up getting blood all over the collar anyways, but it would have been a lot worse on the white unicorn shirt. I just put the bottle up to my face and tipped it over a little bit, random parts throughout the cut, and just let it drip.
Yes, master. It's a trap!
Next, I did his eyebrows. I just took some black grease paint and a little small angled brush and gave him some very thick, dark eyebrows. I think his eyebrow game should be pretty strong. You know, the eyebrow game is strong with this one, so gave him some nice eyebrows that I'm pretty proud of myself. Even though some of the scar covers up part of his eyebrow, you know, I worked with it and I made those eyebrows work. Next, I took some light brown grease paint and an eyeliner smudger and added some little birthmark moles. I would recommend using maybe a brown eyeliner pencil for this, one smaller and skinnier than the one I used for this. I didn't really like the way mine turned out, so I just kind of blended them in with my fingers so they didn't show that much.
It's a trap!
Next, I kind of did some of the regular male contouring I do when I do male cosplays. I still have a really feminine small face and I can't help that, but I did what I could. And then you want to blend that all out. How much you want to contour is up to you. It's totally up to you. Some people don't even contour for this.
Yes, master.
Lastly, I grabbed my nude lipstick by NARS and just put that all over my lips because I have pinker lips and men tend to have more neutral shaded lips. So I was trying to create that effect. And then I just kind of sealed it a little, I guess, with my setting powder. Just dabbed that onto my lips really quick after I put this on. Next, I got on the other big pieces in my cosplay. Then I got out my wig, put it on, made it look as nice as possible. Not totally happy with this wig, but after fixing it up a little bit every time I wear it, it looks pretty decent for him. And then I had to get out my phone with my Darth Vader case, of course, because Kylo would totally have that. Biggest Darth Vader fangirl, like, in the universe ever. Here now is the aftermath of this tutorial and this makeup. As you can see, my bathroom is a total mess. That is all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please, if you do, give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe to our channel, and go check out some of our other videos. We've worked really hard on them. Yeah, so that is all for now. Bye, everyone.